Hello and welcome to the Carolina Pro Football Report on ADSN. I'm Kevin Tolbert here in Soldier Field in Chicago, where the Carolina Panthers have just dropped to 1-8 on the season after falling to the Chicago Bears 13-16. A very, very ugly day for the offense. Defense played well, and Richard Sherman he's going to have to come on into my stand-up now. So, you know, this game, this is a pretty tough game this week, though, right?
It was a really tough game. But everybody fought hard to the end. I apologize for getting involved. You know,
that's all right. You come on in now.
You know, how'd you feel about the game?
Well, I cover the Panthers, so pretty tough day for them, especially the big struggles on offense. I mean, where do you see them putting that back together?
Well, they got to find some help on the offensive line. There was a lot of pressure in Bryce's face. They got to find concepts he's more comfortable with. Receivers got to find some space. You know, they got to find talent. You know how that goes. I think they'll find it in the draft, but it's going to be a rough season for now.
Now, one of the things that I noticed is they started to target the tight ends late in the game. Were you surprised that with the defense they were playing that they didn't do that earlier?
Yeah, I'm really surprised, but I think maybe they found something. Hayden Hurst has been productive in this league for a long time. Maybe finding a bit of a run game, that always helps a young quarterback, but that's something that's going to be important down the stretch and going forward.
So the newest member of our broadcast team here. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
All right. So sometimes, you know, it just works out. But, yeah, so the Panthers drop another one. Frank Reich feeling the frustration, but still not ready to abandon this ship.
Yeah, no, all I would say is, you know, we're not scoring points on offense. We got to be better. I believe we will be better. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. And listen, this is, you know, when we say, I don't think we have any unrealistic expectations that, you know, it's not like we're saying, we've talked about this before, scoring's down. We just got to figure out to play well enough to win football games. That's really what I'm concerned about, is winning. I'm not worried about how many yards or what the stats are. I'm concerned about playing winning football. And I don't want to get caught up in the stats. I want to get caught up in winning. And, you know, we've had too many close games where if we play a little bit better on offense, we win. And so that's what I'm not going to focus on, how many yards or what the run-pass ratio is. Those are all fair questions and ask away. But, you know, for us right now, it's just making plays to win football games.
Now, Bryce Young usually standing tall on the podium after the game, but looked a lot different tonight, a little more shaken than usual.
We just making it translate. Honestly, it's something we got to figure out together as a team, as a whole, because, you know, we work, and the coaches do a great job of pushing us to work, and we try to be perfect. And again, throughout the week, we're good. We again, obviously there's stuff we can do better. You know, we're not perfect, but we work. We do the things. We come off of practices feeling good a lot of the times. We talk about little things and we carry it over. And again, the coaches do a great job of cultivating that from us. But we haven't been able to translate that. That hasn't been able to show up, especially consistently. And that's not good enough. You know, it's a work in progress to find what that disconnect is. We all have to look in the mirror. We all have to figure out what we can do to help. Again, there's a lot of things I can do better, a lot of things I need to do better. So again, I'm right there. I got to make sure it translates well, just like everyone. But, you know, we're going to find that answer together.
With 9:07 on the clock, first quarter, special teams ace Sam Franklin downs the punt at the 1 yard line after an amazing punt by Johnny Hecker. Then later, first quarter, Emir Smith-Marset returns the punt for a touchdown, an amazing run. Despite the loss, he was still enthused about that spectacular play.
he hit a good point, and I was able to get my hands on it. And all my blockers did a great job of staying on their man, and then I was able to hit a, one cut and just get going. Punter almost got me, but it, almost don't count. Only in horseshoes and what was the other thing? I don't know, but yeah, something like that.
Later, with 2:29 remaining in the first quarter, Santos hits the field goal to bring the Bears within 4 points. Then later, Bryce Young goes deep, but the Panthers weren't able to turn the drive into a touchdown. But Eddie Pinheiro was able to make the field goal. Advantage 10-3 Panthers. And then with 9:18 in the second quarter, Smith-Marset muffs the punt, and the Panthers start their drive at the 9-yard line. So a tough night on offense because of penalties and execution. Now with 3:06 left in the second quarter, Santos again with the field goal to bring the Bears within 4. 10-6, Carolina Panthers still leading. But in the second half, it was a different story. Midway through the third quarter, a familiar face to the Panthers, Deontay Foreman, with the 4-yard TD run to give the Bears their first lead of the game. 16-10 Bears, and then at 11 minutes in the fourth quarter, Eddie Pinheiro hits the field goal to bring the Panthers within 3. The Panthers trail 13-16, and that is where the score would remain, with Pinheiro missing the last attempt for the Panthers to pull it together. So the Panthers go on to lose this one 13-16 to the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for the Carolina Pro Football Report on ADSN from Soldier Field in Chicago. I'm Kevin Tolbert.